Hello, this is you from Atlas. Today we have a guest right here.
Hi. My name's Delta. I've been playing Akihiko since the beginning of P4, so I've known him for quite a while now.
Now, since we're going to be releasing the second title, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, coming September 30th, we thought let's have somebody who knows a lot about Akihiko talk about the character and see what kind of new things, differences there are between the first game and this one.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of them. So, I'll start off with the brand new changes. So, if you guys are familiar with the first Akihiko in the first game, his cyclone gauge that you see at the bottom is the little tornado symbol, level 1, level 0. It now goes up to level 5. In the previous game, it only went up to level 3. So that right there, for all the Akihiko users, that's a big change. So all of his kind of rush down, because he's a rush down fist-based character, he has a lot more mix-up options now.
I see.
So his ability to go from that is a big change. And the second, he has a couple new moves. So in the previous game, when you did crouching C, he did this attack, kind of except Akihiko was crouching. But now in this game, he has this brand new kind of persona grabs you.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so if you jump up there, he slams you to the ground.
Oh, and
that actually adds silence. So that level of silence depends. It's affected by his cyclone gauge.
I see.
So if you jump again, at level 0, it only has it lasts for 2 or 3 seconds. But if I go into a combo from it, try again. From there, it'll last just a little bit longer. Yeah, so that probably lasts a second longer, but if I go to level 5, it'll last that much longer.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, and his next move is his Sonic Punch, and it can only be done when he's in his kill rush state. So when you're doing kill rush, you do 8A or 8B, and that's how you execute this new move.
I see.
And that adds a lot to his combo potential, which is actually crucial because in his new combo routes, you chain together. You do 8A, 8B, 4B, 8A, 2A. So you do this. 2, 3, 4. Yep, you just chain them together.
I see.
Yeah, so that's kind of it's crucial to his new combos.
Bring it on.
So those are the newest moves he has, and then a couple other changes. He has his new SP. He has his SP supers. So every character has that. The way it affects Akihiko, when he does his charge up move, normally it just affects himself and it gives him the electrocution. But when you do the SP version, it's an attack now. So it has a hitbox, so it hits opponent. Yeah, so if you were to just do it on wake up, it has invuln, so you kind of do like that. So it's kind of like a reversal of sorts.
Gotcha.
And his next one is a Maziodyne. Oh, actually need to be an awakening for this one. So when you do can you block for me?
Okay.
When you do it, when the SP version, it'll paralyze on block.
Oh.
So the difference between the regular version, if you can have you block again.
Okay.
That's the regular version. It does not paralyze.
Yeah, I can move normally.
Yeah, so when you do the SP version, it'll automatically paralyze, and then you're free to kind of run in. You're pinned down. They're pinned down because they're paralyzed. So Akihiko can go in for a mix-up.
I see.
And his last one, it's really cool. I like this one. It's his uppercut super. So normally you can chain this together multiple times in a row. But when you do the SP version, he'll always do either 2 or 3, depending on the level. So when you have level 0 to 4 for his cyclone gauge, he'll only do 2 uppercuts. So let me do it right here. Do 1 and a 2. Yeah. But when you go into level 5, he'll do all 3. So it's really cool. And it does a lot of damage too.
It does.
Yeah,
Wow.
And then he pounds the ground. It looks really cool. Yeah. So that's it for most of his new moves.
I see. Now, what about his auto combo?
Oh yeah, and that's the most important change. So regular Akihiko, he has this new kind of DBZ style. He starts teleporting all over the place.
What is he doing?
Yeah, so you guys who are familiar with his old auto combo, he just kind of went back and forth punching you from both sides. But now it's a lot different.
I see.
And you can actually use this. So another important note to Akihiko in this version, he can always control the momentum and which side he wants to be on. So in the previous game, his corkscrew, that move right there, there wasn't too much of a difference between his B version and the A version. But in this game, when you do the A version, it'll always hit him in the direction that he's facing.
I see.
But when you do the B version, it'll always cross up behind him. So depending on where you are on the screen, you can always control. So if you want to push your opponent towards a corner, you can just do that one depending where you're on the screen.
I see.
So he can kind of control the flow of where do you want to put your opponent. And it's the same for his auto combo. So his auto combo in the past game, you only had to press A 3 times and it would do the full auto combo. But in this game, it's more like Mitsu from the old game where you had to press it 6 times. So you have to press it for every punch he does. So,
I see.
Yeah. And the way that works, if you want to swap sides, you just do that and then you stop halfway. So you don't have to go through the whole animation. So if I'm on this side and I wanted to swap sides, I just do that, and then now you're on that side. So if I wanted to end the combo early to have that corner swap. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Can you cancel any of the, I guess, third through 8th, I guess?
Oh no, you can only cancel at the end. So right there, that's where he can kind of continue his combo.
I see.
But anywhere in between, he's stuck. You can rapid cancel, but as far as any other sort of cancel, I think, yeah, you're kind of stuck there. So.
But then Narukami got like pushed this far back, so it's pretty safe, I guess. Even if you stop in the middle.
Yeah, so all that.
Okay. Let's see. So, like strategy-wise, is there like anything like hugely different from the old game?
It's mostly the same. He just has more tools to work with now. Another change I forgot to mention. So when he does this move, his 5D, the globe, he can actually cancel it. Kind of, I think, any time now. So if I do this in the previous game, you weren't able to do that.
I see.
Anytime the globe was out, it was there, and you couldn't do anything. You'd have to wait for the persona to disappear, and then if you want to do another persona attack, you'd have to wait.
I see.
So, but now at any time you can cancel immediately. So I can do that and that, and that's important for him because another change when he's there for the globe, if I do that move, he stays there.
Gotcha.
So if I a good strategy to do can have you block again.
Okay.
So let me reset it. I'll do this move, which is completely invincible, and then I'll have you kind of swap sides and then hit that attack, which is an overhead.
I see. So I have to like block other way and standing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And you can actually space this, so he's almost off screen right there.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like an off-screen overhead. You can hardly see Caesar. Yeah, just at the edge of the screen. So you can hit unexpected opponents with that.
I see.
And then the 2C, which also if you try to jump or something and you're there, he'll grab you like that. Yeah, so it's very tricky.
That's interesting because I've always seen Akihiko fights as like him trying to getting this close and stay close to the opponent as possible. But now he's got like kind of interesting moves where he can do these interesting tricks from a distance.
Yeah, so yeah, that definitely helps him out with his rush down. As far as his game plan goes, it's more or less the same. Like the fact that he can go up to level 5, it just adds more to his block strings. So one of the cool things that I saw some Japanese players do, it's not as effective, but it keeps the opponent blocking for a long time. I can have you block again.
Okay.
You just chain these attacks, and it keeps them going. And when you have, because Caesar keeps on sucking you in, so if I'll do this attack string without Caesar, see by that third hit, you're pushed back too far.
Yeah.
But when I add Caesar here, I can just keep on going because I have you closed in, so I just keep on going for that block string.
I see.
So
And you're
things
like
that.
and you just stay at level 5 right there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And then so if I were to hit you with a mix-up right there. No, that's not it. Like something like that, I'll go for a quick cross-up. And then he's already at level 5, so he can easily combo into it. Oop. One more time. There we go. And something like that, and then continue a combo.
Bring it on.
Now, are there any moves that he does that are like completely special at like high tornado levels?
Not necessarily. It's just, the moves are affected. So the properties of the moves are affected by which level he's at. So if I take that, if I take his new move, upper Sonic Punch, at level 1, he just kind of Narukami just gets hit, and that's all. But at level, I believe it's 0 through 2, and then 3 through 5. So the levels will be they're categorized into the same group.
Okay.
So if I go to level 3, oh, I think it's the B version actually. There we go. So
he
gets knocked out, and then so the level 1 and level 2 version, just Narukami just gets knocked back a little. But when I go to level 3, he'll get knocked up into the air. And I believe level 4 is the same. Yeah, and then level 5. Oh, fatal counters. Yeah, so even better.
Yeah, and he goes like way up there.
Yeah, so that it's actually important part of his combo. So even his rushdown options they're much more open now because he has 5 levels of Cyclone Gauge. But at the same time, it's much more. The user has to be much more aware of what level they're at. So it takes much more awareness of where you are in your combo. So if you're just kind of not thinking, then you'll get maybe a level 2, but you want a level 3, and that changes the combo entirely. So.
Okay, so Shadow type Akihiko. What kind of crazy stuff can
he's
this
a
guy do?
completely different beast. So one of the first notable changes, he has all the new moves. He didn't lose any moves, except the only thing he did lose is his new auto combo. So he doesn't have that teleport type action. He has his original classic auto combo, which is a little bit faster. It's more sped up. So that's actually kind of important in some of his mix-ups. So against tall characters like Narukami, if I can, after you get hit, can you just hold back?
Okay.
Oh, no, I dropped it there. Oh, it'll actually cross up. So the combo resets, but on the other side. So when you're blocking, that's actually that's a reset from the first game, which the new regular Akihiko can't do it because his new auto combo doesn't allow him for that.
I see.
But since Shadow Akihiko has his original auto combo, that allows you for his classic mix-up. So yeah, that allows for very dirty kind of things. Setups.
I see.
Other than that, obviously he has the Shadow Burst, Shadow Berserk, which all the Shadow characters have. And the way Akihiko uses it, it's actually in my favorite personally way. He uses it to combo all 5 supers. So when you're regular Akihiko, the max meter you can have is 150 if you're in Awakening. And since he has 5 level 5 Cyclone Gauge, you can't do 5 uppercuts in a row because you're restricted to 3 supers. But when you activate Shadow Berserk, which drains your meter slowly, it allows you to do all 5 supers in a row. So let me demonstrate here. 1. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. He's got to kind of get it down first. 1, 2. Take a few tries. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one you do SP version. There, I got it. So there's a lot of damage.
Jeez.
So off the overhead, if you can automatically confirm into that, you see the hit, and then you just go into that combo. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. You just see the opponent just keep on getting hit by the uppercut super. It's a lot of fun. And actually, it's unlike some other other Shadow characters. Whose combos you can still burst out of. If you're playing a regular character, you can burst out of it. But unlike the other Shadow characters, since the only way he's comboing is through a super, which is unburstable, so you can't actually burst out of it.
I see.
So all of that 6,000 damage you can't do anything about. As opposed to, let's say, Shadow Chie, she does 8k, which is a lot better, but you can burst out anytime. So it's a little more advantageous for Akihiko.
Here, let me try that then.
Oh, we're both in Shadow.
Oh yeah,
so,
right. So, yeah. Never mind that.
So if you're playing a Shadow, if you're both of you are playing Shadow characters, it's even worse because the moment you get hit, you're gonna take
have to take it.
take that big chunk of damage. Yeah. So one of the other cool things that Shadow Akihiko has that regular Akihiko doesn't have is that he has access to an unblockable setup. So when you're in Shadow mode or Shadow Berserk mode, when you do his SB torque, the opponent goes into a spin state. But because you're allowed to cancel specials in the specials, you you cancel immediately into his duck and then his unblockable B hook when you hold it. So a nice setup that I learned. If I can have you, after you get hit, can you block again?
Okay. So there's one reset right there.
And then missed it right there, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. So you go from one reset into an unblockable. So it's two setups that you have to deal with. If you guess wrong on the first setup and you don't block, then you have to eat the second one. There's nothing you can do because the spin state unblockable in this game. There's just nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So that's a really nice setup, yes. And then from there you go into just a combo into the 5 supers again. So it's a lot of fun for the Akihiko user. Probably not so much for the person getting hit by it. And actually, in Narakami's case, if we do that same setup, if you just kind of try to DP through it the entire time.
Okay.
There we go. So specifically against Narakami, if you try to kind of mash DP out of that, it doesn't work against him because since he's swapping sides, Narakami tries to hit him, but he's on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's a really effective method against this character.
I see.
Who is very strong also.
Do you have time to actually like run towards him as he's like coming down to actually like hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. So you get a full punish.
I see.
Other than that, he's mostly the same.
I see.
All of his tools, all of his combos, except for the combos that involve auto combo, because obviously it's a different auto combo. So they're going to be slightly different. That plus all the shadow characters have a slightly reduced damage output. So the combos that would normally do about 3.5k with regular Akihiko, maybe only 2.93k for Shadow Akihiko.
I see.
Yeah. So they both have their pros and cons.
Now, who would you personally pick? If you were to keep playing Akihiko in Ultimax?
Oh, I definitely am planning on playing Shadow Akihiko. He's too much fun. Just because the 5 supers in a row, it's too much. That's my drawing point for me.
I see.
It's a lot of fun for me.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.